This time in Cookie's Garage, I'm going to be taking on a transmission pan swap. So, I don't know, this is a little out of my comfort zone. We'll see how it goes. Today in Cookie's Garage, we're going to be changing the transmission oil pan on my Jeep JK. The transmission oil pan does not have a drain plug, which is kind of a bummer. So I went out, got a new transmission oil pan that has a drain plug in it. Another thing, since I'm going to be dropping the pan, this is the transmission filter. So I'm going to be replacing the filter there. There's a gasket that I need to install, so I'm pulling that out. And then here's my automatic transmission fluid. You get the ATF +4 for that. So take you through the process. We'll see how it goes. I've never done anything like this before, so I'll let you know how hard it is, what to look out for, and we'll figure it out. Okay, we're underneath the Jeep once again. Have you take a look at this existing transmission oil pan. It's the original, right, with the Jeep. It's going to be kind of a pain to take off. You have this exhaust crossover right here and not a whole lot of space. We have some bolts that we have to remove that are behind here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen this exhaust right here. They're up above me. Up there. You can take it apart and then kind of have it droop, which should give us plenty of room to be able to take this thing off. I guess we'll see. So it's a 15 millimeter. I'm using an extension. All right. Amazingly, this isn't rusted on. If I can get at the back side. So first what I'm going to do is just kind of crack these bolts, make sure I can get them all kind of loose. And then we'll see how it goes from there. These ones back here, I'm using a 1/4 inch angle here. Okay, so I got those all cracked. Next step is going to be a little bit extreme. Okay, so now we're going to drain the transmission fluid. Normally, what you do if you were retaining the oil pan is this is the transmission dipstick. They make like a vacuum pump. You can pump the fluid out. The other popular method is to kind of drop and have a controlled spill with the pan. Since I'm going to be replacing the pan, I'm just going to drill a hole in it. I've got a big 5-gallon bucket right underneath the transmission oil pan to catch the spill. There we go. Yeah, now we can just let that drain out. Oh yeah, worked like a charm. All right, now that it is mostly drained out, it's just trickling, I'm gonna remove the pan. There you go. Now we have access underneath this transmission here. This is the filter that we're going to replace. Kind of clean this up here a little bit. Stuff's dripping. So this filter is attached with two, I don't know, they're like star drive or whatever. It's this T25. Take these out. Try not to drop them into the goo here. I knew that was gonna happen, but I still wasn't ready for it. Looks like I murdered somebody. All right, gonna install the new one. Line it up like it was before. Love tap into place. Seated. Put the screws back in. All right, so we got the pan out. This is what it looks like on the inside. That up there is the magnet. Don't see any like gear parts or anything like that, so that's good. There's a little bit of metal shavings on the magnet. That's to be expected. So here's the new pan. Right, with that drain plug right there. And here's the old pan. And that little hole is where I drilled in. So yeah, not too bad. All right, let's get this new pan installed. All right, so this next thing, trick I learned on YouTube. All right, ready to install. There's some silicone kind of on this mating surface here. I'm gonna go around with a razor blade, kind of clean all that up so you have a nice clean surface. Looks pretty good. Here we go. Put the new pan in place. All right. Okay. Looks like it fits. Got it. That was a job, man. Okay, so now that I have everything buttoned up, the last step is to fill up the automatic transmission fluid. It seems weird, but you actually fill it where the dipstick is. So you pull out the dipstick, put a funnel on there, and fill it up with fluid. So I just took Rusty Jack out for a spin, shifting as it should. I'm gonna check the fluid levels and everything like that. There's two markings. There's a cold and a hot. Anyway, just check on it, fill it as needed until you get your levels right. Try not to overfill it. Good thing is, if I do overfill it or mess up, I have that plug I can drain out way easier than the stock. Thank you for watching the video. I hope it was useful. Like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Hope to see you on the trail. What are you guys still doing here? Go get out on the trail.